The president speaking, Coraopolis, Pennsylvania, Allegheny County. Not by happenstance either. There's a House race coming up there in March. The Republicans have owned that seat for like 16 years, but there's some question when this new sort of turnaround thing going on about whether they'll be able to hold it. So the president is there unofficially campaigning for a Republican candidate, while back in Washington there is one discussion: government shutdown. Of course, with one party in charge of everything, a government shutdown will not happen, right? I mean, never in the history of, or at least modern history of the country, has there been a government shutdown when a single party is in charge of Washington. Hook, line, and sinker. House, Senate, White House, one party in charge. That's it. Republicans have it all. Yet the possibility of a government shutdown has escalated. The problem is really in the Senate, but listen to what's happened in the House of Representatives. Members are set to vote at 7 p.m. tonight on a stopgap spending measure, one of those short-term bills to keep the government funded for a few weeks. Again, our senior producer on Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram, who's very plugged in, says lawmakers on both sides of the fence are daring the others across the aisle to vote against it. The House plan funds the government through the middle of next month. It does not include protection for the dreamers, the hundreds of thousands of immigrants whose parents brought them here without documents. It does include a 6-year extension of the Children's Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, something Democrats have demanded. If you've been watching TV at all or reading online, you know that the GOP plan was to dare the Democrats to vote against that measure, saying, "We funded the Child Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, for 6 years. You're going to vote against children's health?" I know you've heard this line. It's been everywhere. Well, this morning, while Republicans were trying to get their own votes and their own caucus together, the president blasted out a tweet against the Republican leadership's very plan. One he apparently, well, here's the tweet. CHIP should be part of a long-term solution, not a 30-day or short-term extension. See the thing there? Seems he wants CHIP funded, but not yet. Anyway, we're told Paul Ryan talked to the White House and they worked it out. The president now supports the stopgap resolution. So now the House Republicans think they have the votes to move it along, even though the Freedom Caucus wants more. But getting it to the president's desk may still be extremely difficult to get done because in the Senate there is growing opposition. The reason? Apparently, senators want something more permanent. Right now, 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats say they'll vote against it, and if so, that will kill it. And that would shut down the government, unless they come up with something else. And there are other possibilities, all of them complicated.